So this is a quick video on how to play Canvas with its two expansions. Roll out the main player mat, place the deck of overlay cards to the right here. This is the base player mat for the first game. Place out all the overlays in queue to draft. Get your pile of ribbons and place them out nearby. Give each player 3 background cards, as that's all they will make throughout the whole game. Give each player 6 paint palette tokens, as this is a closed economy and this is the only way to select what you want to draft. Randomly shuffle the scoring objective cards and place them out. On the back side of each scoring objective card, it gives you a clarification on how to score the ribbons. You are scoring these ribbons at the end of the game to earn points. Whoever has the most points is the winner. In addition to the expansions, place out the 4 frames available that all players can compete for. For ribbons, we have red, green, blue, purple, gray, which is retroactively called silver. And in addition to that, in the expansions, we have gold ribbons and holographic platinum ribbons. On your turn, you will either draft an overlay art card, add it to your hand of cards, shift everything down in the market, and then the next player goes. Or, once your hand is filled with 5 transparencies, you must use your whole turn to build a painting with exactly 3 transparencies. So, let's draft an overlay. The leftmost card, art card, is free. It does not cost anything. You can just take it and add it to your hand. Or, if you wanted to skip anything, you would need to place a paint palette on it to skip to the card that you want to earn. So let's say I want to earn this card over here. I would place a palette on everything before it. My turn is over, replenish the market, then the next player would go. The leftmost card here is always free, so the next player could take it, and they take the paint palette on top of it to add to their economy. The paint palettes are in a closed economy, no more will be introduced to the game, so if you control them, you have all the free reign to choose what you want throughout the game. So on my turn, using my transparencies, let's create something. You can overlay your transparencies however you want. The novelty of this is that the stuff underneath gets covered up by the things on top. So I could do something like this, where I place this on top. I want the gold ribbon showing. Alright, this is the best I could do. Alright, so let's say I was building this. This is called Chosen. Compare this against the scoring criterias. I have a triangle, a square, gold ribbon per square adjacent to it, and a triangle. Do I have variety, one of each elements? I do not. Do I have exactly 6 elements? I do not. Do I have 3 squares? I do not. Do I have exactly 1 bonus icon? The silver gold ribbons? I do. So I would earn myself a purple ribbon. So I earn 1 purple ribbon, and I earn a gold ribbon for meeting this bonus icon criteria. So at the end of the game, I would score these ribbons. If at the end of the game I had 3 purple ribbons, I would get 10 points. But since I only have 1 so far, I'm only earning 1 point. So it does benefit to go vertically in a specific ribbon color instead of going laterally and trying a little bit of each. In the finishing touches expansions, after you complete a painting, look to see which frame you could score for. Here, for example, I have the most triangles, including creative star wildcard icons. Since I have 2 triangles, I could take this frame. At the end of the game, if I still hold the frame, I get 2 bonus points. But game right now, mid-game, for every frame you take, you would get a platinum ribbon. Platinum holographic ribbons are worth 4 points at the end of the game, golds are worth 3, and silver grays are worth 2. The 4 elements in the game are the rainbow hue circle, the shape triangles, the texture squares, and the tone suns. Maximum of 5 transparent art cards. There is a solo mode as well. In the first expansion, Reflections, new icons are introduced. There are these things called mirror cards. So right here, you see the gold ribbon in yellow and the rainbow hue in purple. But as indicated on the card, if you flip it, those icons are now in the opposite columns. So what was in purple is now in red, what was in yellow is now in blue. So mirror cards can be flipped at any time in your hand or on the board. In addition to this, gold icons, gold ribbons are introduced. Golds only score if the elements are directly adjacent to it, whereas gray ribbons score anywhere on the completed painting. The first expansion has the letter R in the bottom right. The first expansion here has a bigger board, but it just takes up a lot of space, so I just play with the main board and create a second row. The novelty of the expansion is that you do create a second row. So instead of one row of 5 cards, you have 2 rows of 4 and 4 in each. So to play with this new setup, everything in the first column is free to take. Everything slides down if you take it from that row. But if you wanted to skip the first column of cards, you would place a palette on each, and then the second column you have access to. If you wanted to skip that, place a palette on each, then you have access to the third column. From here, take the transparency you want, slide that out, and everything in that row, for example the top row, everything shifts down to close the gap, and a new card comes out of the box. Rule changes for this, as explained, place a palette on all cards to the left of the column of the card you are taking. It has a creative fun banter mode, a masterpiece variant at the end of the game. Give the gold ribbon to the player who has the best painting and explain its meaning. Also award someone with the masterpiece ribbon, whoever has the best painting at the end of the game. In the finishing touches expansion, we have the new creative star icon here. And a creative star counts as a wild card. You can have it represent one different element when you are scoring it for completion, but it cannot switch elements when you are mid-scoring. It also has the blend icons here. Treat it as the same icons as the adjoining color swatch column. Blend icons can duplicate anything, elements, bonus ribbon icons, and creativity icons. When it's duplicating the creativity, it can switch to a different element. They have the letter F for finishing touches as the expansion card. The new expansion has the frames, as I mentioned. To get a frame, when you complete a painting, you may place a painting in an empty frame, and that's where you count the most elements and stars. Place the frame in front of you with the painting outwards. Take a platinum ribbon whenever you get something in a frame. It is worth 4 points. The frame at the end of the game is worth 2 points. When checking for frames, always include the star icons regardless of what element they represent. If you have multiple qualifications, only choose one frame. You can replace your own painting and still get a new platinum ribbon. Always keep your platinum ribbons even if someone steals your frame. If there are no more frames in the available market, you can steal one from another player, only if you have a combined greater value for the frame's requirement. If you are tied, though, where both paintings have the same combined icons, replace the painting if your painting has a greater number of the indicated elements. So you have to beat it. To break ties, you have to have more of the original element, not the stars. So in this example here, on the left, Evie has 2 squares, 1 star, 3 total for the frame. Nathan is going to steal that with 1 square, 3 stars, which is 4 total for the frame. However, if they were tied and they both had 3 total, we would look at who had the original element icon. So Evie has 2 squares, Nathan has 1 square. Evie would still keep it if they were tied for 3 total. In addition to the last expansion here, we are introduced with signature style cards, which are personal goals. It earns you 2 points for each card that meets your personal goal here. There are 5 personal goals: humanoid, animal, wood, plant, and metal. When you create your painting with your 3 transparencies, you look at all the transparencies and see if any of the names, which is indicated by this black bar here, matches your personal scoring goal. And for every transparency that does match, you get 2 points at the end of the game. So for some examples of the metal cards, anything in the bait, burden, expression, flight, exploring, for example. So this one, exploring, if I had this metal objective card, exploring would give me 2 bonus points at the end of the game. This expansion here is the personal player powers called Painter Variant. Deal each player 2 painter cards and then choose one. They have images of famous painters throughout history. For example, we got Frida Kahlo. You may create a painting using 4 art transparencies. One-time use, then flip this card. Claude Monet, start the game with 4 extra paint palettes in a 1 to 4 player game only. Rose Bonheur, during setup, draw 3 cards, set them aside, the 3 transparent cards. When taking an art transparency card, you may choose one of these cards instead. Leonardo da Vinci, when you collect a set of the 4 ribbons, gain a silver ribbon. There's this also new icon called the ×2 icon, where wherever it points to, it doubles all elements and ribbon icons in it. So here, the ×2 red is pointing to yellow. You get 2 triangles and 2 squares. In this example here, if the ×2 was pointed to the gold ribbon icon, you get 2 gold ribbons per sun icons adjacent to this. So since there's a sun icon I decided, well, you get 2 golds.